Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Okay, fine. Thank you. So Aditi is not coming up. What happened, Aditi? Akshita Meena.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So ready for the test now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the first question to you. How many chromosomes do the human beings have?
23.
Okay, wrong. Now question number 2. What is the functional unit of chloroplast?
Ma'am, sorry, I don't know.
Okay. Now question number 3. What are the two types of endoplasmic reticulum?
Ma'am,
What are the two types of endoplasmic reticulum?
मैम
Quick.
याद तो
You
था
have
पर मैं मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा.
अब fourth question बोलिए. For my fourth question. Listen carefully and answer. What are plastids?
मैम
What are
प्लास्टिक
plastids? हाँ.
प्लास्टिड आर द मैम प्लास्टिड आर
Okay. Can you tell me the two types of plastids? Okay. Now the last question for you, Akshita. You have not answered any question. Okay. Now the last question. Tell me what will happen if the plant cell is placed in the hypotonic solution. Plant cell is placed in the hypotonic solution. Okay, so according to me, Akshita's preparation is not done now.
Ma'am, due to network problem, Aditi Jan cannot on her mic.
Acha, the problem is that. Okay, ठीक है. Now the next chance will be of Pujit.
Yes, ma'am.
Pujit, unmute your mic and get ready for the answers. I'm asking the question now. Get ready for answering. Pujit.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ. Okay, so unmute your mic. Ready, Pujit? हाँ, ठीक है. First
Yes,
question
ma'am.
for you. How many chromosomes do the human beings have?
23 pairs of chromosomes.
Correct. Now, second question. What is the functional unit of the chloroplast?
Chlorophyll.
Wrong. Question number 3. What will happen if the plant cell is placed in the hypotonic solution?
Ma'am, plant cells have the cell wall around it, which protect him from bursting. But ma'am, in hypotonic solution, it will not burst.
It will not burst. लेकिन process क्या होगा? Which process will take place?
Ma'am, that I don't know.
नहीं तो बस्ट क्यों होगा और क्यों नहीं होगा आप बोल रहे हैं बस्ट क्यों हो सकता है
Ma'am, because it has cell wall around it.
तो एनिमल सेल विल बस्ट बट व्हाई इट विल बस्ट
Ma'am, because the animal cells do not have the cell walls, so that and because they don't have the cell walls, so that they will burst.
बट व्हाट प्रोसेस सच प्रोसेस टेक्स प्लेस कि एनिमल सेल बस्ट हो जाएगा एनिमल सेल बस्ट क्यों होगा ऐसा कौन सा प्रोसेस होता है जिसके कारण वो बस्ट होगा?
Ma'am, I
इफ इट
don't
इज,
remember that.
चलिए ठीक है, तो क्लियर, ओके ओके। नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाट आर द टू केमिकल कंपाउंड्स व्हिच मेक अप द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन?
Ma'am, lipids and proteins.
Correct. Okay. Now, what are the three processes by which the membrane transport takes place?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
What are the different methods of the membrane transport?
Uh, Ma'am, your voice is not coming clear, ma'am, because there's raining.
अच्छा, ओके, फिर से हम बोलते हैं, आप ध्यान से सुनो। दैट नेम द methods of transport occurring through the cell membrane. मीन्स सब्सटेंसेस कोई भी सेल के अंदर बाहर किस प्रोसेस से आते जाते हैं? कैन यू
Ma'am,
टेल मी?
ma'am, your voice is not
ठीक है,
clear.
ओके ओके। माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नाउ, व्हाट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया?
Ma'am, it is the power plant. It gives the energy to the cell.
तो एनर्जी क्यों दे पाता है वो? व्हाट हैपेंस इनसाइड द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया?
Ma'am, cellular respiration.
वेरी गुड, ठीक है, करेक्ट। ओके, नाउ द नेक्स्ट पर्सन, योर टेस्ट इज डन। So Aditi Jain is not able to do. Now Pragya Kushwaha will unmute the mic.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ready now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now tell me, what are the structural components of the Golgi complex?
मैम सिस्टर ने वेस्टिकल और ट्यूब्यूल्स।
Okay, very good. Okay, what are the two types of these?
यस मैम। मैम
What are the
रिपीट।
two types of the ER, endoplasmic reticulum?
मैम स्मूथ ईआर एंड रफ ईआर।
ठीक है, what is the function of smooth ER?
मैम स्मूथ ईआर सिंथेसाइज द प्रोटीन।
Smooth वाला। Okay, now next question. Okay, next question.
मैम
Yeah.
मैम स्मूथ सिंथेसाइज द लिपिड एंड मैम रफ सिंथेसाइज द प्रोटीन।
That is correct. Okay, now tell me why the nucleus is pushed to the corner in the case of the plant cell?
यस मैम।
Why in the plant cell the nucleus is pushed to the corner, or nucleus is one side?
मैम आई डोंट नो।
Okay, no problem. Now the last question. Which structure of the plasma membrane explains the flexibility of it? Which model of the plasma membrane explain the flexibility of the plasma membrane? If you
यस
remember the model which we have studied, तो आप बता सकते हो। वो मॉडल का नाम हमने बताया था। What is that model of the plasma membrane which we discussed?
मैम।
ठीक है, can you tell me that methods of membrane transport?
Ma'am,
Membrane
diffusion, osmosis.
very good. Okay,
Ma'am,
one more.
diffusion, osmosis. Ma'am,
I
high.
think you'll. अच्छा ठीक है. Okay, no problem. So yours is done. Now I would call Ramanikra. Unmute your mic.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rama, ready now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the first question to you, that what are the different methods of membrane transport?
Ma'am, there are three methods. Ma'am, first is passive transport, active transport, and bulk transport. And ma'am, bulk transport is of two types. Ma'am, endocytosis and exocytosis. And ma'am, passive transport is diffusion, osmosis, and ma'am, facilitated diffusion.
Ha, okay, very good. So you have done the classification also fine. Okay, now can you tell me what is endocytosis?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, when the indigestion of material takes place inside the cell through the plasma membrane, this is known as endocytosis, and it is of two types: pinocytosis and phagocytosis.
Very good, excellent. Okay, so now the next question to you. Name the structural components of the mitochondria. Structural components of
Ma'am, can you
mitochondria.
repeat?
My question is, name the structural components of mitochondria.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it
हाँ,
consists of cristae and ma'am, outer mitochondrial membrane and inner mitochondrial membrane.
okay. And what the first one, what did you say?
Ma'am, cristae.
Crystal. ठीक है. Okay, very good. And what is filled inside it? What is filled inside the inner membrane? Rama,
Yes, ma'am.
what what is filled inside the inner membrane then in the mitochondria?
Ma'am, matrix.
हाँ, very good. Okay, ठीक है. And can you tell me the composition of matrix also? Matrix में क्या present रहता है? What is present in the matrix?
Ma'am, granule.
अच्छा ठीक है. Okay, so you can see the diagram and then later. Okay, now the next question to you. When does the plasmolysis occur? Rama, when plasmolysis occurs? When and where?
Ma'am, when
And
a
in which?
plant cell is yes, ma'am.
हाँ,
Ma'am, when a plant cell is placed in a hypotonic solution, ma'am, it will
हाँ.
take water by osmosis, and ma'am, there that plasmolysis occurs.
When the plant cell is placed in which solution?
Hypotonic.
तो hypotonic में water will come in or water will go out?
Ma'am, the water will come in. Ma'am, please can you repeat what you asked, deplasmolysis or plasmolysis?
No, I asked plasmolysis.
Ma'am, plasmolysis occurs when a cell is placed in a hypertonic solution. So, ma'am,
हाँ,
it loses the
हाँ,
water
हाँ.
and thus it occurs.
Correct. Now it's correct. Okay, plasmolysis the occur when the, so which type of osmosis you call it when the water is going out?
Exosmosis.
Okay, very good. So your test is done. Now Ratika Gaur will unmute the mic.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
Rama. Ratika ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the first question to you. What is the function of the nucleus?
Ma'am, it contains chromosomes, and ma'am, the
Yes.
chromosomes contains information for inheritance of characters from parents to next generation in the form of
Okay.
DNA.
Very good. Okay. Now, can you tell me what is DNA? Just the full form of DNA. Ratika.
Yes, ma'am.
Full form of DNA I want.
Ma'am, deoxyribonucleic acid.
Okay. Now, the next question. Name the two types of plastids.
Ma'am, chloroplasts and leucoplasts.
Again, first one, what did you say?
Ma'am, chloroplasts.
No, chloroplast is which type of plastid? Can you
Ma'am,
tell?
they are filled with green pigment
Green pigment. Okay,
or
so you'll have to
chlorophyll.
prepare this. इसको फिर से पढ़ना पड़ेगा. Okay, can you tell me the functional unit of the chloroplast?
Ma'am, they are the kitchens of the cell.
Kitchen of the cell. So this is the function. ठीक है. चलिए. Okay, now my next question. My next question. How many chromosomes do the human beings have?
Ma'am, 23 pairs.
Correct. Okay. Now, can you tell me the functions of vacuoles?
Ma'am, they help to maintain the osmotic pressure in the cell,
Okay. Then,
and they provide turgidity and rigidity to the plant cells.
okay, correct.
They store the end products of the plant cells.
Fine. Okay. Now tell me the structural components of the Golgi complex.
Ma'am, ma'am, vesicles, vacuoles, and
Huh?
cisternae.
Okay. And what are the structural components of endoplasmic reticulum?
Ma'am, ma'am, cisternae, vesicles, and tubules.
Vesicles and tubules. ठीक है. Okay. And what is the difference between the two in their function?
Ma'am, the smooth endoplasmic reticulums. Ma'am, the rough endoplasmic reticulums contains ribosomes, and it helps
Huh?
in the synthesis of proteins. And the smooth
Okay.
endoplasmic reticulum doesn't have ribosomes, so it synthesizes lipids.
Okay. Now can you compare it with the Golgi complex function? Yes,
Ma'am,
Atika, can you compare it? Huh?
ma'am, the ma'am, the Golgi complex is involved in the synthesis of cell wall and lysosomes. Sorry.
Okay. ठीक है. So your test is done. Now I want Shubham. Shubham.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now tell me that plant cell wall is made up of which chemical compound?
Cellulose.
Huh?
Ma'am,
Cellulose. Okay. What is the function of this plant cell wall?
ma'am, it protect ma'am cell from climate condition.
From the climate condition. What do you mean to say climate condition?
Ma'am, like rain, ma'am, rain, ma'am, some summer seasons, ma'am, from ma'am wind,
हाँ. अच्छा ठीक है. What more? Okay. Now next question. Now my next question, Shubham, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Okay. Now tell me what is the structure of the chromosome?
Ma'am, thread-like structure.
Chromosome.
Chromosome and thread-like structure. Thread.
What are the parts of it?
Ma'am, chromatid and chromatin.
Okay, ठीक है. तो उसको थोड़ा सा पढ़ना पड़ेगा आपको. Okay, now next question. Can you tell me the types of plastids?
Ma'am, leucoplast and chromoplast.
Correct. Okay. So what is the function of the leucoplast?
Ma'am, it do not have color pigment. Ma'am, it's stored in the form of a protein, oil,
Huh?
starch.
Very good. Okay. Now my last question to you. Which cell organelle is helping in the photosynthesis?
Ma'am, chloroplast.
क्लोरोप्लास्ट. ठीक है, एक और क्वेश्चन बोल दो बस उसका आंसर. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द सेल ऑर्गेनेल एंड सेल इंक्लूजन?
Ma'am, cell organism is living and cell inclusion is not non-living.
हाँ.
Ma'am, cell organisms have a living components, ma'am, but cell inclusion do not have living components.
हाँ.
And ma'am, cell organ is found in only eukaryotic cells, ma'am, but cell illusion is found in eukaryotic or prokaryotic.
हाँ, that is very good. और कोई important difference?
Ma'am, ma'am, बस इतना ही पता है.
हाँ हाँ, ठीक है ठीक है. Okay, very good. ठीक है, you have prepared that means fine. Okay, I'll take up some other student now.
Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
Swarnim will answer now.
Yes,
Swarnim,
ma'am.
ready Swarnim?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now my question. First question. Tell me the major difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell.
Ma'am, in the prokaryotic cell, there is no nucleus, and the eukaryotic cell, there is a nucleus. Prokaryotic means primitive, and karyotic means cell,
Huh?
and eukaryotic means in eukaryotic it means nucleus and cell.
Okay. Now, if you are saying that prokaryotic does not have nucleus, so what it has then?
Ma'am, it have membrane. Ma'am, it have plasma membrane.
नहीं. न्यूक्लियस के प्लेस में जो स्ट्रक्चर है उसको क्या बोलते हैं अपन?
Ma'am, that I don't know.
Okay, okay. ठीक है. So I'll be discussing later. Now the next question to you. The second question for you is that what are the different types of the endoplasmic reticulum?
Ma'am, it is of two types. First, smooth ER and second, rough ER.
Huh, okay, okay. Can you tell me the function of the two?
Ma'am, in the smooth ER, it synthesizes protein,
Huh?
uh, and then rough ER, it synthesizes.
Huh? Okay. Now tell me that what is thylakoid?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
What is thylakoid? Where is it present? What is a thylakoid? Where is it present? Okay.
Ma'am,
No problem. You can just say pass. Then I'll give you the next question. Okay, what is the difference in the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell on the basis of the type of ribosome?
Uh,
Huh?
ma'am, in the eukaryotic cell, there are rough ER.
नहीं नहीं, राइबोसोम के बेसिस पर अपन किस तरह से उनको डिफरेंस कर रहे हैं. हाउ द राइबोसोम्स डिफर इन द टू टाइप्स ऑफ द सेल्स.
Ma'am, difference between
Prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, they have the different ribosomes. Can you tell me which one present in which one?
uh, ma'am, in the eukaryotic, the ribosomes are larger.
अच्छा,
And
ठीक है,
ma'am,
leave it. I'll give you some other question. Okay, can you tell me that what is the model of the plasma membrane which we have studied called?
ma'am, which
प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन. अच्छा, एक स्टेटमेंट में आप एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो कि व्हाट इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन.
ma'am, it is surround the cell.
Structure of plasma membrane I want. One sentence which explains the structure of plasma membrane.
Ma'am, it has two layers of lipid and protein,
Hmm.
uh, in which the membrane is filled.
Okay, ठीक है. चलिए, so now it's 39. Swarnim needs to prepare little more. Okay, now what you will be doing, children, all of you all, in your lecture notebook only, you will draw the diagrams. So note कर लो किस diagram means which diagrams you have to draw. Number one, nucleus. Already in your biology group, the figures have been sent. उन फिगर्स में से आपको क्या क्या बनाना है, that I am telling you. Number one, nucleus. You note down. Nucleus. Number two, mitochondria.
It is not opening.
Yes.
It is not opening. It is saying that Archana ma'am has deleted photos.
अच्छा अच्छा, तो I'll send it again. Okay. I'll send those figures once again. लिख लो अभी कि क्या क्या बनाना है. One is nucleus. Second one is mitochondria. Third is chloroplast. Then endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi complex. So how many, Nakul, you got? एक बार रिपीट कर दीजिए नकुल.
Nucleus, plasma membrane, endoplasmic reticulum.
Plasma membrane? No, I never said plasma membrane. Nucleus, chloroplast, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi complex. Noted, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now
Yes,
with
ma'am.
this we end up the class. The remaining children I will be asking next period. और जितना आप लोग का preparation हो गया है और prepare करिए. So next period then I will take up that MCQ test. Okay. So now we'll do Shanti part. Join your hands. Oh. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sairam, children.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I have a question.
Ha, say.
Ma'am, there are two types of ribosomes, 70S and ma'am 80S.
Yes,
Ma'am,
yes.
but ma'am, the subunits, ma'am, when we add the subunits, ma'am, of the 70S, the subunits are 50S and 30S. And
Ha,
ma'am, when we get 80S, ma'am, but why its name is 70S?
ha. It is not the additive value. ओके जो अपन सब यूनिट्स को ऐड करते हैं, so that value is not the additive value, it is telling us about its sedimentation coefficient. Okay, so you cannot add it, वो उसको ऐड करके उससे कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है. Okay, it is 30-50, तो वहाँ 40-60 होता है and it comes to 100, but it is not like that. Okay, so it is not the additive value. That F is standing for the sedimentation coefficient and that unit is called Swedberg unit. Swedberg unit. Okay, so I'll take up this thing
Yes,
once
ma'am.
again, Rama. Okay, we'll discuss once
Yes,
again.
ma'am.
So you all can
Thank you,
leave.
ma'am.
Sai Ram,
Saira ma'am.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram. So Nakul will send me that recording. Nakul to चला ही गया recording तो on ही है.